Welcome back, boxing fans, to the Edmonton Convention Center as we are now awaiting the World Championship belt that is going to be displayed on behalf of Scotty Bulldog Olsen. He holds the IBO World Flyweight Championship. And, well, Kenny, I'll tell you what, this is a huge fight for Scotty Olsen. An opportunity for Scotty to rebound after what was a very difficult fight against Michael Carvajal. Scotty had to go down to the 108-pound limit, and that really took him to task.
Well, I think that Scotty's really looking forward to fight back in Edmonton. He's never lost a fight in Edmonton. He felt really bad about the Carvajal fight, and I know Scotty's got that fighter heart in him. I'm looking forward to a great fight tonight.
Well, let's take a look at the Instabox tail of the tape, and as you are going to see, one thing that Scotty Olsen has is that great ability to punch hard, and you know, with the reach and the height, you know, basically everything's very, very close between these two gentlemen. The tail of the tape brought to you by Instabox, the boxing champions with locations across Canada and now in the United States. When your company wants custom cardboard boxes fast, call Instabox. Here are the IBO championship rules. Scoring is done on the 3-judge system, 10-point must, and well, no standing 8 count. There will also be a 3 knockdown rule in effect. Now there's a good look at the Bulldog, Scotty Olsen, as he is right ready and prepared to do battle. Let's go up to our ring announcer for more information on tonight's card.
The next match, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBO World Flyweight title. This contest has been sanctioned by the International Boxing Organization. Glenn Carrier, president. The official supervisor is Gary Pliner. This match is also sanctioned by the Edmonton Boxing and Wrestling Commission, Al McKechnie, chairman. Also in attendance for tonight's fight of the century, IBO lightweight champion Tony Kidfire Pep. And also heavyweight contender Shane Sutcliffe. This bout is proudly sponsored by Instabox, the boxing champions. Your referee is Don Smart. Your judges at ringside are Ken Newman, Bill Warwick, and Ken Rudd. Introducing first, in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with red trim, weighing in at 111.5 pounds, fighting out of Brisbane, Australia, with a professional record of 8 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw, and 3 knockouts, Jack the Terrier Russell. His opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with white trim, weighing in at 112 pounds, from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. A professional record of 31 wins, 3 defeats, 2 draws, and 22 KOs. The IBO World Flyweight Champion, Scotty Bulldog Olsen.
Okay, gentlemen, again, we want a good, clean fight. When I say break, you step back and you break clean. Is that clear? In case of a knockdown, we'll go to the furthest neutral corner. Keep your guard up at all times. Shake hands. Thank you. Good luck, Jerome.
This is the one everyone's been waiting for, Ken. An opportunity for Scotty to earn some respect back, to get some people back on his bandwagon. He wants to come out. He hasn't done it in quite some time. He hasn't gotten a knockout, but this is the opportunity for him tonight.
He's a tough character. Scotty Olsen's got the big guts, the big heart, and he's a real competitor. So I'm looking for an interesting matchup here tonight. A real dogfight.
Well, the media has labeled this a dogfight, and Jack the Terrier Russell has something that Scotty has seen a lot of, and that is very quick hands. Michael Carvajal, of course, has quick hands.
Yeah, come on, what you waiting on?
Good hand speed shown by Jack Russell early in this first round. Two good body shots by Scotty. Scotty got a bit of a welt under his left eye. Hit with the right hand early.
Well, Jack Russell, as he is known, he's been called the Terrier by the local media. He's also been nicknamed the Ripper. back in Australia. And you can tell that he loves to rip. As he's shown Scotty very early that he's got power.
Yeah, well, he himself has been caught with an overhand right by Scotty. He's got red welt above his left eye. So both men have a couple of red spots over their eyes early in this first round. So they're starting to throw some leather early.
Well, Jack Russell started boxing at the age of 13 under the direction of his father, Brian Smith.
Yeah. His eye's starting to bleed now. Scotty's looking for that right hand.
And I think that initial cut too, Ken, was caused from a headbutt from Scotty right at the beginning of the fight, because I saw the look in Jack Russell's face. Right away he pointed to his head from a headbutt from Scotty, and it's not uncommon in Scotty's fights. Sometimes he does lead with the head.
Well, the referee didn't acknowledge any of his cry about headbutt, so it went unseen and uncontested at this point. We'll watch in the replay after the rounds finishes and just see what occurred there.
Very good hand speed from Jack Russell, but he's got to pay attention.
Yeah, he's got to keep his balance. Won't be in there too long unless he keeps his balance.
Good left hook from Scotty. It landed on the gloves of Russell, but he still felt the impact and the power of Scotty Olsen.
Keeping his elbows up a little high, and Scotty seems to...
Jack Russell thought that was the end of the round. That's just a 10-second mark.
Jack wants to get back to the corner and get his corner man to look at the cut he's got above his left eye. That's for sure.
AT&T Canada, this is Joan.
Hi, Joan. Joan, I'm in,
You'd be in Spazvitsi.
Yeah, Bobby, I'm looking at the kid right now. I suspect the stats are a little exaggerated. Yeah, I saw that kid. I'm not quite ready yet.
With the AT&T Canada calling card, you can reach a Canadian operator almost anywhere you travel.
Joan, it's you. Listen, I'm in, paradise.
With the AT&T Canada calling card, it's all within your reach.
Starting your engine is a terrible thing to do. But when you do start your car, there isn't an engine treatment in the world that can give it the kind of protection Slick 50 can, because nothing else has Slick 50's unique chemistry. That's why Slick 50 engine treatment protects so well at startup and keeps on protecting even when you change your oil. You can reduce your engine wear up to 50%. What it takes is Slick 50.
I got this torn rotator cuff from Bruce Smith.
I got these cracked ribs from K.D. Williams.
I had a headbutt with a cheese head.
I got butter right here, post-game interview, microphone.
I got a burnt retina from all the flash bulbs and photo shoots.
Autograph signing, ink poisoning.
Gee, they had a bruised index finger from hoisting the Super Bowl trophy.
I got calluses all over my hands from 2 Grey Cups.
Yeah, we got it rough.
It's a rough life.
Yeah.
Olsen doing some body work.
Heck is up.
And you can see Scotty right at the end of that replay basically saying to Jack Russell, that's not the end of the round. We've got more business to do.
Jack, it's in his best interest to just keep doing what he's doing with that jab. Look for right hands after short, quick punches. Scotty's a guy who likes to rough it up with you. That was a nice 1-2 by Jack Russell. Didn't hit nothing, but a nice 1-2.
Watch the heads.
Let's go to the scorecards, and you gave Scotty the first round.
Yeah, I give Scotty the first round. He landed the way stronger blows, especially to the body. Both sides, he hit both sides of the body. He got the better punches in, and I gave him the first round for it. Nice uppercut left hook. Looks like he wobbled him a little bit.
He did wobble the Bulldog. That set Scotty back a bit. I think he couldn't see after that scrape against the eye.
Jack Russell seems to possess a little bit of power. Scotty's left eye seems to be closing up on him.
And he got hit in the first round with some pretty good shots from Jack the Ripper.
Let go. Don't punch.
Seemed to be a little bit wobbled by the shots by Jack Russell. They're early in the second round here, so you're going to have to be careful. You never want to gamble early. If you want to gamble, you want to be gambling later in a fight. You don't gamble early. Trevor Berbick, of course, held on too long and started gambling a little later. But you don't want to gamble too early. You can walk into a right hand, it's going to be all over for you.
Good left hook by Scotty Olsen. That kind of stood Jack Russell up, but the Terrier comes back.
The Terrier possesses a real nice crisp jab, and he should be using it all the time to just keep Scotty at bay. Pretty good 1-2 by the Terrier, too.
He's throwing a lot of punches at Scotty this round, and he's very balanced too, Kenny, where he can give you every pound that he's got behind those punches.
Well, the Ripper's starting to really rip some punches here. He's caught Scotty with a couple of good shots. I thought he wobbled him a little bit, and I think Jack the Ripper's right back into this fight. As long as he remembers when the bell rings, and that's when you stop the round, not when the little horn sounds for 10 seconds.
No, he won't make that mistake again.
Jack the Ripper's got some respect here in the second round, and he knows that, so he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive and a little bit trying a few new things, and Scotty's got to stop that by being aggressive and start landing some punches of his own.
In the final seconds of round number 2, and the Bulldog hits Jack Russell with a good right hand, and that is going to do it.
Imagine the longest trail in the world. That's the Trans-Canada Trail. Hello, I'm Pat Burns, to ask you for your support in a grand endeavor, a national trail for all Canadians to enjoy.
Each donation you give makes a meter of trail. In recognition, your name or those of family or friends will be permanently imprinted in trail pavilions.
The Trans-Canada Trail. Call now and put your name on it.
Referee's got to keep an eye on this.
Apparently, just heard too, Kenny, that Olsen has been now warned for a second headbutt. So Scotty's got to.
Jack the Ripper seems to be a little bit upset with these headbutts. He's a feisty little guy. I love the kid. He's got lots of heart. It's very unfortunate he's cut already twice. Big right hand by Scotty Olsen.
And this is going to be a war.
Okay? Stay there. Go to the neutral corner. Okay? 1.
They're taking a point away now for the headbutt.
And Scotty's got to obviously watch that head of his, because it has started 2 cuts on the face of Jack Terrier Russell, and I know it's very difficult. Kenny, there's a look at your scorecard. Even Steven through 2.
Well, I give the last round to Jack Russell. I thought he just did a little bit more, and he's starting to do a little bit more in this round already. There's been a point taken away. Scotty's got to start going forward, not letting this guy come forward. Scotty's got to take control, not letting this guy take control.
Don't push. Watch your head.
That's how Scotty's got to fight. If Scotty wants to win this bout, he's got to move forward, punch with both hands. He cannot let this guy start backing him up.
Don't push.
Oh, another big right hand by Scotty Olsen, just grazing the chin of
That's
Jack
how he's got to fight. He's got to go both sides. Oh, big left hook by Jack Russell that hurt him. Scotty got wobbled there.
Get your guard up.
See, he can't gamble as much as he's gambling. Scotty's starting to gamble a bit too much. He sees Jack's cut above both eyes, and he's starting to gamble too much. He walked into a right hand there again.
Scotty Olsen needs to come back and throw some punches at Jack the Terrier Russell. Has come out throwing a lot of steam at the Bulldog.
Real tough little guy, this Jack the Ripper. Ripped a big right hand into Scotty and wobbled him. Scotty's coming back now. Both of Scotty's eyes are starting to swell up a little bit. Scotty's got to get them hands up, and Scotty's got to start. Oh,
Slip. Bucks.
Jack Russell, I think, feels inside that he can hurt. He can stop Scotty Olsen. If he hits him right, he's wobbled him twice already. Scotty's got to see a little bit of light with this boy both being cut over both eyes, so he should start pushing forward.
Another slip. Scotty's trying to get some footage so he can turn around and throw a little bit of that steam back at Jack the Terrier Russell.
Jack the Ripper's looking to rip that right hand. I can see it. There it is, right there. Oh, he got caught with one. Just when he went to rip, he got caught with one.
It's going to be the end of the round here, Kenny. Appreciation here in Edmonton as Scotty Olsen was able to rip at the Ripper.
You come out, he's going.
That's what I say. That's what can happen if you gamble.
Big left hook that landed flush on the chin.
Good, but remember,
after the right hand missed by Olsen, he came back, and there it was, right on the chin.
To get lucky. We can't help him, okay? Now, Scotty, when you start, your right hand, your left hand must be high. And you must roll and look for your left hook. And your right hand must come back up high. Because he's answering. Sure it is.
There we see the doctor taking another look at Jack Russell, basically saying you're going to go one more before we stop it.
Yeah, I thought that was the best round of the fight by far. Both were gambling, and Scotty's puncher was just a little shorter and got there just before the Ripper did. And he ripped the Ripper and put him on the seat of his pants.
Break, step back.
The Bulldog is the kind of guy in the flyweight division that you don't want to get in a slugfest with. You don't want to exchange punches with him. You want to keep your jab in his face. You start exchanging punches with him, and you're going to end up on the seat of your pants. It's not what Jack the Ripper wants to do. The Ripper wants to pop that jab out and make Scotty come into his right hands.
Jack Russell currently studying to become a graphic artist. And speaking of graphics, there's one that tells the story of the third round.
Well, even though that they took the point away from Scotty, the fight was the round was relatively even, but Scotty dropped him late in the third round, so I leaned in Scotty's forward, even though losing the 1 point and giving the round 10-9. Big right hands by Scott Olsen.
One more.
Good body shot by Olsen. Both boxers trading the leather. The cuts on Jack Russell seem to be okay.
Well, the corner seems to be doing a relatively good job on the cuts. It's just too bad that they had to happen as early as they did, but they sure haven't hurt the heart of Jack the Ripper Russell. He's right in his ball game. He's not given an inch to Scotty Olsen, and he's absorbed some good punches by the Bulldog.
Watch the head.
Big right hand by the Dog and the big left hook by the Ripper. Both guys are really game competitive young guys with lots of guts.
Another nice body shot by Olsen.
Big right hand by the Dog. Big right hand by the Dog.
Use your elbow.
Scotty Olsen's nose bleeding at a pretty good rate.
The Bulldog shouldn't be gambling as much as he is. He's starting to walk into punches. Should keep his hands up and keep going downstairs, both sides of Ripper's body. That's what he should be doing.
The final seconds of round number 4. We'll see if Jack Russell's going to come up with a 5th round. His corner was going to call it after this.
I thought quarterbacks were the smart ones.
That's right.
Ooh, he hasn't shaved.
Shaving can hurt.
Do you use a phone? Hey, he didn't know about New Edge Pro Gel.
New Edge, Reg?
Edge Pro Gel has a new moisturizing formula for the most comfortable edge shave ever.
Feels great.
Would I let you get hurt?
New Edge Pro Gel helps save your skin.
All right, and now he is beautiful, just like me.
From the gridiron to Gasoline Alley, live from home or around the world, TSN puts you right into the heart of the action, all day, all night, all year. We've got your number because we've got your sport. Most Major League Pro action on one station in Canada. For the complete sports experience, there's only one place to be.
Number 5 from the Edmonton Convention Center. We're certainly glad that you could join us. I'm James Montsees, and my partner describing a lot of the action with me, a former 2-time Canadian heavyweight champion, Ken LaCusta. And we're joined by Mike English and the rest of the Viewer's Choice crew, and we're certainly enjoying this main event. Scotty Bulldog Olsen and Jack the Ripper Russell from Australia. We certainly hope you're enjoying it as much as we are.
See, Scotty can't lay back. That's what Scotty's got to be doing. If he lays back, Jack the Ripper starts to come on to him. When he starts doing what he's doing now, he's in control of the bout.
Let's take a look at your scorecard. You gave it a draw
The last round was a real dogfight, and sorry for using the pun, but I mean, these two guys, last round was even, and I think that they're doing this the same round right today. Right in this round, they're both hitting with real good and scoring with real good punches.
Break, boys, break, don't punch.
Oh, very big fight for Scotty Olsen as he's looking to turn his boxing career around after a loss to Michael Carbajal. And for Jack the Ripper Russell, he's looking for some redemption himself.
This is what Scotty's got to do. Scotty has to move forward and really try and take it out of Jack. Jack has lots of guts and lots of heart, but if you give him confidence by moving backwards, Jack's really going to get good. So Scotty's got to keep moving forward. Boom, boom, hitting with each hand like that to the belly. Slow this guy down. Both of the guys are bleeding. It looks like Scotty's bleeding more than the Ripper is, but Scotty's just bleeding from the nose. Nice left hook by the Ripper.
If you notice Jack Russell too, Kenny, he really lunges when he punches. He tries to get everything he can into those punches.
He's doing a little showboating right now with Scotty. It's not going to work. Scotty, of course, a Canadian Olympian. Scotty, of course, 35 professional bouts, and he's not going to get intimidated by a little bit of showboating. He's got to keep coming forward like he's doing right now.
Big right hand to the chest of Jack Russell, but Russell comes right back with his counter punch.
Both guys are just letting go real strong punches right now. They're both letting go hard shots. Scotty's left eye is starting to close up on him now. He's starting to show some wear and tear in a real strong, hard-fought 5th round.
Well, the newspapers indicated it was going to be a war, and we're seeing that tonight.
I think Scotty's getting a lot more of a fight than he figured. Oh, he just got hit by a right hand. Just got hit by a right hand, and we'll take a look at him.
May have been more of a slip. We'll have to wait and see on the replay.
I'd like to take a look at that a little closer on our monitors if we could. See?
Here's a look at the final seconds, and I think you're going to see Scotty slip. Both guys missed, and Scotty kind of slipped, lost his balance.
I want you right now to do this. Good man. I want you moving with your hands up. Hey. Coming in and going out. Hands up. Every time you load up a shot, I need your hands up.
I want you to hold your job.
And you throw your jab, he has no shot of any kind.
When you get in close, put 2 or 3 shots.
Go.
The whole medical staff training attending to Scotty Olsen.
Well, it's good advice to start throwing his jab. Scotty's not jabbing as much as he usually does in this bout. He's got to start jabbing more. They're not doing that good of a job on the cut on Jack the Ripper. Jack possesses a real good jab, and I'd like to see him use it a lot more. I think that he would really be advantageous to him if he did. Scotty's starting to jab.
Let's take a look at the Kenny Lakusta scorecard through 5 rounds and another draw.
Well, nobody really did enough in the last round to win the round. Scotty won the round before with the knockdown, but the last round was a pretty even round. I think Jack is starting to show a little bit of wear and tear. Scotty's starting to do what he does best, move forward. When he starts to move forward, I think this bout is going to be over. As soon as Scotty starts to move forward.
Scotty able to knock his opponent down once in this fight so far. And Jack the Ripper Russell has been able to stun the Bulldog a couple of times, but has not put the Bulldog onto the canvas.
He scored with about 3 good blows in that little exchange. He's starting to use his uppercut, his left hook. He's worried about his eye, though. His eye's bothering him right now, and you can see that. He looks to his corner every once in a while. There he caught a big left hook to the belly. He got hurt by that. Big right hand.
Scotty just missing with a left hook.
Both guys swinging pretty wildly.
And it was talked about beforehand that Jack Russell needed to kind of stay away from Scotty's power, but Kenny looks like he wants to fight.
Nice right hand left hook, but a counter right hand left hook by Scott Olsen. Got Jack in a little bit of trouble. Jack's going to have to... Here's the gambling now. You got to be careful when this happens.
Still a minute to go in this fight, and Scotty Olsen will be looking to get the KO if he can.
You always got to be careful when you got a guy hurt. You could walk into something. Scotty's got to be careful. Just reach in with a jab. Reach in with a jab first.
30 seconds remaining. And a big right hand again by Olsen. Another one.
For great tasting meals, this chef insists on Maple Leaf Prime Turkey. Fresh, grain-fed, and uniquely prepared, it meets our highest standards. Maple Leaf Prime Turkey, now available in a variety of cuts, it makes preparing our most tender, best-tasting turkey easier than ever. And it's good value, too, which makes Maple Leaf Prime Turkey the perfect meal, no matter who drops in for dinner. Maple Leaf Prime, great turkey every time.
We've just received reports that Fred is heading south and appears to be picking up speed.
Residents are advised to reroute to 18. Anyone We've now learned that Fred is within visual range at current speed.
Hey, Fred. Morning, Bob. The new Pontiac Grand Prix GTP V6 supercharged wide track. Built for drivers.
I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions from the challenger? The champion. Let's get it on.
Let's get ready to rumble! It's unanimous. The best boxing combination out there is right here. Boxing on TSN.
Well, it looks like they are going to stop the fight.
The young man can't see out of his eye. The cuts were a terrible deal, and it's a sad thing when that happens in boxing. Disappointment in Jack the Ripper's corner. They feel that they were head-butted and they're upset, and they don't like what happened in there, but hey.
You can come into the head, man. Try not to. Yeah. Happened in the second round, man. What can you do? I didn't lead with my head.
Let's go up to ring announcer Rob K for the official results.
The winner by a technical knockout, unable to continue due to cuts at 3 minutes of the 6th round, Scotty Olsen.
Scotty gets a TKO, Kenny, in the 7th round. Like I say, obviously a little bit of disappointment, but the Bulldog retains its IBO World Flyweight Championship, and Scotty will live to see another day. As for Jack Russell, he needs to go to the hospital and get stitched up.
Yeah, he does, and it's unfortunate that he got cut over top of his eye in the 2nd round there. I know he's really discouraged. I think it would have been a heck of a fight, and it was a heck of a fight. It's just too bad that happened. Jack's really disappointed. But all the credit, Scotty did what he had to do.
Let's see if we can hook up with Mike English. I know he's waiting to talk to the Bulldog. I think he has Scotty with him now. Let's go up to ringside.
Thanks very much, James. Scotty Olsen retains his IBO flyweight title. Scotty, you knew it wasn't going to be easy. It wasn't, but congratulations on the victory here.
Thank you. I'd like to thank God for helping me through this one. These Australians are tough, man. And Jeff Fennick is another world champion from Australia. This kid is tough. I cracked him a couple times, good body shots. Well, unfortunately, we clashed heads, but never did I initiate any of those. He was coming in as well as I was, but I had my head a little bit lower, so it bumped his eyebrows instead of mine. I'd like to thank this one. I'm taking my hat off. I'm going to thank Canada for their support, and I'm back. Sorry about the Carbajal loss, but I'll be back on track sooner in the next fight. A lot better.
Well, I think anybody who watched the Carbajal fight would say it was one of your better performances despite the outcome. Congratulations again on the victory here. Did the fight go the way you thought it would?
I should have warmed up. It seemed like I was up pretty quick there. I had warmed up in the dressing room. I was a little bit cold going in, but he clocked me with a couple good shots, and a good thing I have a good chin, as he done clocked me, and I'm proud of him. He gave up a very credible performance, and all of Edmonton for supporting me. There's not a red light I stop at that they don't honk their horn and say, Scotty, whatever you do, don't retire. This one goes across Canada. I love you, baby.
Well, Scotty, will get you fitted for that belt. Once again, congratulations. Scotty Olsen retaining his IBO Flyweight Championship with a TKO here in the 6th round in the fight of the century. Now let's head back ringside.
Oh, thank you very much, Mike. I think there's probably mixed emotions. Kenny, you hate to see fights end by cuts that a fighter cannot continue. This is something that has happened in the past with Scotty. He creates a lot of cuts, and like he says, because he keeps his head so low, fighters kind of run into him as well.
Well, you should keep your head down. Scotty's using his head in more ways than one winning these bouts, but I mean, he did make a comment after the bout was over. He kept his head down, and that's what you're supposed to do. You keep your head up, you get hit with those headbutts, and they're trying to exchange blows. And all the credit to Scotty. I think that it's a victory that he fought a pretty decent fight.
All the congratulations as well to Jack the Ripper Russell. He came out tonight, and boy, he showed us the hand speed that we had read about, that we had seen in previous tapes, and he gave Scotty everything he could handle.
He gives Scotty everything and more than he could handle tonight. I think if he wouldn't have been cut early in this first fight, we'd have seen a completely different fight. But I think the fight was a good fight for the dog, and the dog comes out, retain his belt, and lives to fight another day.
Let's go back up to Mike English at ringside.
So it's all over. Scotty Olsen retaining his IBO Flyweight Championship with a 6th-round TKO over Mr. Russell from Australia. Also a highlighted night. Trevor Berbick's comeback trail comes to a quick end with a 10th round loss to Lyle McDowell out of Chicago, and Billy Irwin, an impressive win tonight, a 10-round unanimous decision. But again, the highlight, Scotty Olsen retaining his IBO Flyweight Championship. On behalf of James Monsees, Ken LaCusa, and the rest of the Viewer Choice crew, good night from the Edmonton Convention Center.
Pacific Prime.
Niagara, lilies from Peru, carnations from Holland. Buy the freshest flowers from the gardens of the world simply by dialing 5 flower. Order the classic, 12 long stem roses, $24.95. Or the ultimate, 24 long stem roses, $36.95. Satisfaction guaranteed. The value is incredible. The phone number, 5FLOWER. When you're thinking of a florist, dial 5 flower.
Come on over, baby. Whole lot of bingo going on. Woo! Said now come on over, baby. Whole lot of bingo going on. Come on over, baby. Baby, you can't go wrong. Now there's a new instant scratch lottery game you play with your friends. It's Whole Lot of Bingo, and it's the closest thing you can get to real bingo. There's even a guaranteed winner every time. So try Whole Lot of Bingo. It's a whole lot of fun. Scratch it, play it. Whole lot of bingo going on, yeah.
You are watching CBC Television.
Ta-da!